Hi everyone, I'm George Taylor from Imagine Nerding, and I'm here to help you have a great theme park visit. So we've all had those trips, you're baking in the hot sun, you've got your backpack with all of your equipment in it, and you really are thinking,
why did I bring all of this stuff with me?
Well, on this video, I'm going to show you how to ditch your backpack and take enough equipment with you into the parks comfortably so that you have a fantastic theme park visit. So in this video, we're not going to talk about what you need to pack for a week-long stay at like Walt Disney World, but instead, we're going to focus on what are the best things for you to take into a theme park or an amusement park on a daily visit. You know, if I'm going to the Magic Kingdom or Carowinds or Holiday World, I'm really going to pack as light as I can with as much technology as I can in order to create memories, to record video and other footage for the vlog and other projects, as well as not spend too much time lugging around a bag or a lot of equipment. So let's take a look at some of my recommendations. So no matter where I go, I am never without my cell phone. I happen to carry an iPhone 7, and no matter what smartphone that you use, make sure you've got a great case on it, because if it does happen to fall out of your pocket while you're walking in the theme park, or if you've got wet hands from a water ride or something, you want to make sure it doesn't get damaged. And you know, this is modern cell phone cameras can take 1080 video footage, fantastic photos, so this might be all you really need to take with you. So in addition to my cell phone, the other piece of equipment that I always carry with me in a theme park or amusement park is a baseball cap. One other piece of equipment that I wear that we won't talk about it are cargo shorts, or dad shorts as they've been called, because I really like the large pockets on the front. Helps me carry my equipment, and we'll talk about that. But with a baseball hat, you know, my trusty Disneyland hat, keeps the sun out of my eyes, keeps the sweat off my brow a little bit, but I can quickly put it in my pocket to keep it safe on a ride, and it also helps, you know, you can put your cell phone inside of it and gives you a little bit more protection. I also have this hat by Mission, and I'll put the link in the show notes. It's actually water cooled. So when you're out there sweating or you spritz it with something, it's supposed to cool down a little bit. And I haven't really noticed a big deal, but it's really bright and annoying with the edges so people can find me in the parks, and that's always a good thing. So we all know that cell phones and electronic equipment are battery hogs. No matter how good they say the batteries are, they're not going to last you in the park for a full day of recording videos, photos, posting to Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as just maybe keeping up with family and friends while you're in the park. So a lot of people have batteries, and this happens to be a fairly large RAV Power battery, and I've carried this in the parks before because it'll also charge my camera. In addition to my cell phone, but it can be pretty heavy, but it will give me a ton of recharges during the day. What I found out I like to carry now are these much smaller batteries, and this one is by Kamashi, and we'll do a link, and this gives me about 2 charges of my cell phone a day, which is more than adequate. But I love this one because it's very light, fits in my pocket, and doesn't really weigh me down that much. And of course you have to carry an appropriate cord with you. Make sure you don't forget one. I always have at least a handful of lightning cables for my iPhone with me at all times. In addition to the baseball hat and my cell phone, another piece of equipment I never go anywhere without on the theme parks, and it's really hard to see against this black background, but this is a glasses strap. If you wear glasses, you know it can be kind of difficult to, or you want to be careful when you're on a roller coaster, make sure they don't fall off, especially in my case. How am I going to drive home if I don't have my glasses? I always keep a spare pair of glasses in my car. But basically this is a nice one I found on Amazon. I'll put the link in the descriptions, but it clips onto the back, and it's got a tag on the back which will let you tighten it or loosen it. So you can tighten it right before the trip, the coaster ride, and then loosen it so it's a little bit more comfortable. And we talked earlier about power consumption, and when I find I want to take my nice camera into the park, I always carry extra batteries when I go. I bought 2 Wasabi Power batteries rated for my camera and a charger that I leave in the hotel room or something, but this gives me more than enough power to shoot lots of videos throughout the day, which is always helpful. Or like I said, I can charge it. But I also, in a little pill case, carry an extra memory card for my phone. Because if you're gone for a week, you may not have the ability to transfer it back to your computer or upload it to the cloud. That we've got some extra storage. And always make sure it's rated as a high class, that's funny, high class card, so that, or high speed, so that it will capture all the stunning HD video. And we all know that selfie sticks are pretty much banned in the Disney parks. For good reason. Some parks will still let you use them, but I find out something that I really like and I don't get a lot of trouble with is what I call a handle or a grip that I use. It's got the standard locking on the top, so it'll fit most any camera screw on, and it actually is a little bit mobile, so it can move around depending on what you need. That way I can carry it in the park and extend my hand, and my video is a little smoother than normal. It's not a stabilization system at all, but it is a little smoother. And again, if I'm only if I only have my cell phone in the park, I got a cell phone clip that I use that holds my cell phone in it, and on the back has the standard thread rod that you can use, and it just attaches on the on top of it, and you can adjust it so that you can, you know, take selfies, take movies or videos while you're in the park. So as I mentioned, when I'm in the park, I almost always take my cell phone with me just because it's easy. But I also bring my Sony RX100 Mark II point and shoot camera with me because it takes amazing photos, takes fantastic low light photos, it doesn't need a lot of time to focus, and it takes beautiful 1080 video. And also when I'm in the park, I attach this quick, very simple external microphone by Sony with this little, it's called a dead cat, but this little wind buffer on the front of it, because it helps cuts down a lot of the noise when I'm in the park. Now it's not a GoPro, so I'm not going to take it on any coasters, but it picks up amazing footage of the coasters and the other rides at the amusement parks. But find the best camera for you, one that's going to fit into your pocket, and one that's easy and simple to use. And as I mentioned, I have about 3 extra batteries for this because I spend a lot of time shooting video. So as I've talked about with all of this equipment, just make sure it's something that you can carry with you easily. It's not going to cause you a lot of hassle, because we really want your visit to a theme park or an amusement park to be a lot of fun. But you just want to make sure what you're carrying in your pocket is going to be safe. You don't want the screen to crack on your cell phone if you've been stapled on a roller coaster. And on a trip to Dollywood, I believe, I have my glasses in a hard case. And as you just can see, the case itself got dented when I was stapled, which means the restraints were pushed on really tightly. And I had no idea. And if that would have been my cell phone or my glasses in my pocket, could have damaged it. And then I don't know what I would have done or how I would have gotten home. I would stay there forever. So I hope some of these tips and some of this advice will help you have a great theme park visit. I've been stuck in bag check lines before, or I've not been able to ride a roller coaster because I've simply had too much equipment and I couldn't enjoy the park as is. I'm George Taylor from Imaginerding, and thank you so much for watching in this video. Please give me a big thumbs up, please subscribe, and leave me a comment. Tell me what is your most important theme park gear that you always take with you, and how do you manage carrying equipment around with you without it getting in the way. I hope you have a spectacular theme park visit.